All right, from the battlefield to the boardroom, this morning, one company is bridging the gap between veterans and corporate America. In an exclusive announcement you'll hear only here on Fox and Friends, Dan Rice is an Iraq War veteran and president of the Thayer Development Group, a leadership program at West Point. Dan, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Pete. Thanks
so
for
tell
having
us about this idea. You're trying to help companies and others across America leverage veterans better.
Absolutely. We're located in the historic Thayer Hotel at West Point, right on the grounds of the United States Military Academy. And we bring corporate executives through training. And so we have some of the greatest companies in America, JP Morgan, Deloitte, Mercedes-Benz. And when they're inspired at West Point, they always ask us, what more can we do to support veterans? So we've started a number of veterans initiatives, and using our network amongst the West Point community, we've been able to, and our Army alumni and our veteran community, we've been able to come up with a number of programs. Last year, we started the NASDAQ Closing Bell. We initiated the Closing Bell, and we were able to get 60 companies to come raise their hand to hire more veterans. At that event, we decided to do a 90-minute conference afterwards to talk about veterans initiatives. These were the chief talent development officers from companies like Federal Express, from companies like Wyndham, Hilton. They came and they started talking about all these different veterans issues, and at the end of it, they all agreed that nobody's really put together a veterans best practice.
So you said, how do we put this together? How do we synthesize it all? And that's the magazine that's going out on Thursday. So talk about this magazine. Who's it going to and who helped develop it?
So we partnered with the Association for Talent Development. It's the largest association of talent managers in the world, 120 different countries, 40,000 people in the U.S. And so what they are doing is sending out this magazine to 40,000 people on Thursday. And it's a best practices for veterans initiatives.
To HR professionals in companies, and the companies that help put it together, I think we've seen some of on the screen. So these are companies already doing it, saying, here's why you should hire vets.
Exactly. And so when we put this together, we said, let's put a 1,000-word piece together on what your veterans initiatives are. And so companies like 7-Eleven, like Starbucks, like Mercedes-Benz, EY, and they all put together, and it was a great exercise, they told me, for them, because they have so many different groups doing so many different great things for veterans. To consolidate it all into one piece was a great exercise, and they learned a lot, and they thought, hey, what else can we do? So this best practices piece is going to go out, and we realized as we did this that there's about 13 different categories of different things that people can do, companies can do to support veterans. So everything from attracting, recruiting, hiring, training, networking within the company, mentoring, supporting veterans philanthropies, supporting spouses of active duty, giving discounts to veterans. So there's a series of different things, and so what we're doing at this point is to say, look, we have an amazing opportunity at this point. 40,000 people are getting this magazine on Thursday. We would like to see, and I've talked to a number of the people who put their articles together, have this inspire everybody.
So you've got a challenge. You're challenging CEOs, and we've only got a second here, but you're challenging CEOs of companies by Veterans Day to implement these kind of practices.
Absolutely. We have 10 weeks from now to Veterans Day. If every company in America takes a look at this magazine, and it's available free on td.org. td.org. And gets inspired to come up with, even if it's just one idea or two ideas, and come up with an idea and post it on their website, and we can really make some change between now and Veterans Day.
That's fantastic. And what I love about it is you're saying it helps the bottom line. It's not about charity. It's about good business. It's the right thing to do.
You can get Howard Schultz from Starbucks or Joe DePinto from 7-Eleven. They'll come on and they'll tell you it makes them a better company.
Indeed. Dan Rice, thank you very much for joining us, and thanks for this effort to help vets and companies.
Thanks, Pete.
Love it.